Hello, my name is Ben DeAngelis. Welcome to my guided meditation titled Into the Wood. You don't need to do anything fancy. You don't need to sit a certain way. Just take a moment to settle in. Let your body rest however it naturally wants to. You might close your eyes, or you might keep them open with a soft, easy focus. Either way is fine. Let's start by noticing the breath. You don't need to change it, just pay attention to it. Feel the air moving in through the nose and out through your mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. No need to force anything, just letting each breath come and go like waves on the shore. Let your shoulders be heavy. Let your jaw unclench. Maybe wiggle it around a little. Let your hands rest wherever they want to. Let gravity do the work. As you breathe, start to let the noise of the outside world fade away. You're still here, still in this moment, but you don't have to carry anything right now. You don't have to perform, or plan, or figure anything out. This is just a little pocket of time to slow down and breathe. Let's take a few deep breaths together. Breathe in through the nose, hold for a moment at the top, and out through the mouth, long and slow. Let your shoulders relax a little more with each exhale. Let your thoughts float by like little clouds. No need to chase them, they'll wander off on their own. Let's do that again. In through the nose, hold, and out through the mouth. Good. One more time. In and out. Keep repeating that, soft and steady. Each breath grounding you more in your body, a little more in this moment. From here, we'll begin a gentle walk into the imagination, into a place just for you, a place tucked away in the wood. Breathe in and out. Picture yourself walking down a forested trail. The sun is warm and not too hot. The kind of light that filters through the trees in golden beams. You hear birdsong up above. A creek bubbling somewhere off to your right. And the crunch of dirt and leaves under your feet. All the while, continuing to practice your deep breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. The sun is low in the sky, casting long, dappled rays through the trees. Everything is bathed in that golden, almost syrupy light. You can see the beams of sunlight catching little flecks of dust and pollen in the air, like nature is shaking out a snow globe in slow motion. There's a faint rustling in the leaves as a family of squirrels runs overhead in the branches. You breathe in, and you breathe out. The path ahead of you is narrow and winding, soft dirt with scattered roots and the occasional crunch of dry leaves. You feel the gentle give of earth beneath your feet. Everything here feels old, but not in a crumbling way, more like it knows secrets, and it's letting you in on them. Let yourself keep breathing here. Let yourself walk at whatever pace feels right. There's no rush, nowhere else to be, just you, the trees, and the warmth of the low sun. As you walk, you start to notice more details. The moss on the side of a tree, the way the light catches on a spider web. There's a rabbit just ahead. It sees you and doesn't even flinch. This place feels good, like it knows you. Breathe in and breathe out. You feel all the stress in your body melt away in its entirety. You are at peace. Breathe in and breathe out. You walk a little further and you notice something. A quaint bench carved from a fallen tree sits parallel to the trail. You settle in, and to your surprise, it's quite comfortable. It creaks gently under your weight, settling into place like it remembers you, like it's glad to have your company. Take a moment here. Feel your feet on the ground. The sun is still low, casting long, golden lines across the forest floor. The soft light rests on your hands. You can hear the hum of the woods, insects buzzing somewhere nearby, a bird calling from deeper in the trees. You breathe in and out. And for just a moment, it feels like the forest is breathing with you. In and out. You don't need to go anywhere. You can just sit. Let your thoughts settle like the leaves on the ground. In and out. Through the birdsong above, you slowly begin to hear another noise. At first, indistinct, but slowly becoming more clear. Not sharp, not urgent, just muffled, like someone talking through layers of leaves. You can't make out the words, only the rhythm of speech, soft, uneven, drifting between the trees. A gentle curiosity begins to rise. Breathing in and out. You sit for a moment longer, listening, letting the sound blend with the birdsong and wind. Breathing in and out. And then, without rushing, you begin to rise. The bench creaks again as you shift your weight. You walk around behind the bench, stepping off the trail. Not far, just a few feet at first. The earth is softer here, the kind of ground that feels like it's holding you gently with each step. You head in the vague direction of the voice. The path, if you can still call it that, narrows as you move deeper into the trees. There's no real trail here anymore, just a suggestion of space between trunks, a pattern your feet seem to follow without thinking. The forest grows thicker, more tangled, branches hang lower, roots twist beneath the moss. You push gently through a curtain of vines, duck beneath a low branch, and as you step forward, you feel it. A quick sting, just above your knee. You pause, look down. A single thorny bramble curls along your path, half hidden in the undergrowth. A sharp little branch doing what sharp little branches do. You've scratched your leg. Not badly, just enough for you to notice, to remind you you're here, that this is real. You take a breath, in and let it go out. It doesn't hurt. In fact, you almost thank it. The way it pulls you even deeper into the moment, fully here, fully present. You step over the bramble as sunlight flickers across your face, filtered through layers of green. You press on, continuing in the direction of the voice, carefully stepping over roots, ducking beneath a sagging branch heavy with lichen. The voices grow clearer now, still muffled but distinct. There's more than one, at least two. No, three maybe. They're not yelling exactly, but they're definitely arguing. Quick, raspy whispers layered on top of one another. The words are too quiet to make out, but the tone is unmistakable. Frustration, blame, and the occasional dramatic sigh. You slow your pace, each footstep more deliberate now. You crouch slightly, slipping behind a wide trunk wrapped in ivy. You breathe in and breathe out. Just ahead, in a small clearing, you see them. 3 figures, one tall, one wide, one with a hunched back, hoods pulled down low, faces hidden in shadow. Their animated hands flying as they argue, pointing at something one of them is holding. You can't see exactly what it is from here, but it looks like a large sheet of parchment paper. You crouch even lower, watching the scene unfold. None of them have noticed you. Their voices are hushed but sharp, arguments that have been simmering for hours, words that are clear and easy to make out. You breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. You hear first from the tall figure holding the large sheet of parchment paper.
This isn't right, Skunkwick. The stones were supposed to form a ring. We passed multiple landmarks and none of them pointed east.
The cloaked, wide figure next to them, supposedly named Skunkwick, gestures at the parchment with a strange, discolored hand.
Because we're not supposed to go east, Ragspittle. Gizzlefink says the map points west. It's always said west, right?
The third figure across from the other two with the map speaks up.
Oh, has it? What are you on about? I mean, you donks haven't questioned me once. I've had the map since Hollowroot, haven't I? I know what it says, Ragspittle, and I know what it used to say.
Used to?
Yes, Skunkwick, before I made a few adjustments.
The other two fall silent. A pause in the conversation spreads, just long enough for you to remember your breathing. In and out. The forest seems to lean in around the 3 small figures in the clearing ahead, as if the trees themselves are exhaling along with you.
You changed the map? Just a minor redirection? I thought it'd be cleaner, easier, quieter.
Another silence. This one feels thick, heavy.
You planned for this? Gizzlefink, I thought we was friends.
You let us off course.
The wide and tall figure holding the map exchange a glance. No words, just something silently decided between them. Without warning, the third figure rushes the one holding the map, tackling them to the ground. The second figure with the deeper voice jumps on the dog pile. A fight has broken out. A flash of metal. A wet sound. Gizzlefink cries out, stumbles back, and falls, unmoving. The remaining 2 stand over the body. Neither of them speak right away. You breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth.
He always did have a flair for the dramatic.
I shouldn't have given him the map.
They leave the body where it lies, and without a word, they turn and begin walking back into the wood. Right toward you. And somehow, even after everything you just saw, you don't gasp, you don't scream. Your breath stays steady, deep and even, breathing in and out. But your body knows, It's time to go. Your heel drifts back, slow, careful. A dry branch cracks beneath your foot. The sound is sharp, too sharp. The two cloaked figures freeze. Their heads snap toward you in unison, hoods tilting back just enough to reveal long, pointed noses and glinting eyes that catch the last slivers of daylight.
Who's there?
It's not a question, it's a demand. You turn and run. You spin and launch yourself into the brush, feet pounding across roots and moss, dodging branches, chest still somehow breathing deep and even. Breathing in and breathing out. You head back toward where you think the trail once was. You're not sure. Everything looks the same now. Trees, trees, and more trees. You glance over your shoulder. Your long legs are giving you distance. They don't seem to be able to keep pace. The coast may soon be clear. Still, you keep running. Because you've seen something terrible. Something strange. Something you were never meant to see. And just as you turn your head forward, a low branch, solid, unforgiving, right to the forehead. You see stars, or maybe birds. Your arms go limp, your legs crumple beneath you, and the world goes black. When you finally stir, the world is dark. No sunlight trickling through leaves, no warm glow, just shadow pressing close. In the dark, you reach instinctively for your phone. As your hand reaches into your pocket, your fingers poke all the way through to the other side. A tear, torn clean enough to let something slip through. The exact spot you remember scratching your leg on those thorns. Your heart drops. Your phone is gone. Panic starts to rise, like a low drumbeat in your chest. The images from moments ago flash through your mind. The map, the whispering, the betrayal. It feels unreal, like you've been pulled inside a story you never agreed to. Your breath quickens, your thoughts race, but then you remember. You can breathe. You can slow down. You close your eyes, or at least soften your gaze. Draw the breath in slow, steady, deep. In through the nose, and out through the mouth. With each breath, the panic loosens its grip a little more. The darkness doesn't feel so close. Just a space to fill with calm. Slowly, as you focus your breathing in and out, your eyes begin to adjust to the darkness. The shadows around you soften, losing their sharp edges. Shapes start to emerge, faint outlines at first, like blurry sketches on a page. You see the rough texture of the ground beneath you, the gnarled roots twisting like ancient fingers. A dim glow far away, just beyond where you're lying, casts long, wavering shadows. Your ears catch the faintest sounds, the rustling of leaves, the distant sound of water, and voices, in and out. You steady yourself, a little sore, a little dizzy, but you rise to your feet. The light ahead flickers, soft and golden, like firelight behind thick glass. Not bright, not beckoning, but undeniably there. You take a cautious step forward, then another. Branches tug at your sleeves as you move through the undergrowth. The forest seems quieter now, still, holding its breath. But you keep breathing. In and out. The glow grows stronger as you move closer, half hidden by vines and heavy roots. You crouch down, peering through the dark. And that's when you see it. A fire, small, crackling softly in a ring of mismatched stones. Around it, piles of stuff. Shiny stuff. Jars of marbles, tangled necklaces, a broken violin, a small toy vehicle far too wide to fit any normal road. And seated around the fire, with their hoods now pulled back, are two small figures. Greenish skin, long noses, pointed ears poking out from wild, matted hair. Goblins. Real, actual goblins. One is roasting something suspiciously sock-shaped over the flame, and muttering about exchange rates in the mushroom economy.
Ragspell, this map was a total waste. And I miss Gizzlefink.
The other holds something bright in its hands, difficult to make out from this distance, but then you see it. Your phone.
Yes, me too. But it was all worth it, Skunkwick. Look at this great treasure.
They haven't seen you, ducked behind the undergrowth, slowly breathing in and breathing out. You stay still, hidden just beyond the reach of the firelight, eyes locked on the two small figures huddled around the flames. Breath ever steady. The lanky goblin holding your phone pokes at the dark screen with a single claw.
It's warm sometimes, then not warm, and sometimes it screams. I like when it screams.
That's not screaming, Ragspell. That's singing. Tiny fairies are trapped inside it.
They sing at me. That one with the triangle instrument, he's angry.
Hexed for sure. You should have buried it, or tossed it in the moss pit.
No! It shows me! It lit up when I touched it. It's so shiny. It likes me.
You know you need it back. Without your phone, you'll never find your way out of this place. But right now, they're still awake, still talking, still watching. Probably for you. So you wait and breathe. In and out. You wait for what feels like hours, maybe only moments. Impossible to tell. Time doesn't behave the same in the wood. You crouch low in the dark, the earth cool beneath your fingertips. Your breath, somehow, still calm, still steady. In and out. The goblins mumble to each other in the way tired minds do. Soft complaints, half-finished stories. One of them, Skunkwick you believe, swings a stick wildly, arguing about who gets the bedroll. Breathing in and breathing out. Eventually, their words slowly fade, their heads droop. The fire burns low, popping quietly as it surrenders to ash. The tall goblin curls up in a pile of rags, hugging something tightly to their chest. You squint, and your heart sinks. It is, without a doubt, your phone. Held like a precious treasure, or a bedtime teddy bear. They nuzzle against it with a satisfied snort, and begin to snore. Loudly, rhythmically, and wet. You know what you have to do. Without it, you'll never find your way out of the wood. The map on that device is the only thing that can save you. You shift your weight, A twig cracks beneath your foot. Luckily, there is no movement up ahead. You begin to inch forward, every step slow, deliberate, silent. You somehow sink into an even deeper level of relaxation. Breathing in and breathing out. You creep forward, one step at a time, each movement calculated. Inch by inch, you slide closer to your phone. What remains of the firelight casts soft shadows over the goblins' faces. They look almost peaceful. Almost. You reach out, fingers hovering above your phone. The goblin clutching it close to their chest in slumber. From here, you see rows of sharp teeth, far too many to count. A globule of snot drips slowly from their large nose, down into the back of their throat. Hot, rank breath directly in your face. You reach closer, closer. Your fingertips brush the edge of it, cool glass and a smudge of goblin grease. And just as you begin to lift it, the snot hanging in their mouth drops into the back of the goblin's throat. It retches, bolting up in surprise, eyes opening wide as your fingers curl around your phone in desperation. A clawed hand shoots out and grabs your wrist.
No! Thief!
As you quickly pull your hand back, the goblin lunges. Its jagged teeth sink into your forearm with surprising strength. Warm blood rises in tiny dots. Your arm throbs.
Human flavored.
The second goblin jolts awake, blinking wildly. A small fart squeaks out from behind them.
What's going on? Did Gizzlefin come back?
No! Help me, you fool!
You take a step back, clutching your arm. Breath quick, but not out of control. Breathing in and out. You and the goblins stare at one another. Then, down at the phone between you. It rests there in the dirt, glowing faintly now with a low battery warning. Your eyes lock again, and without a word, you both lunge forward for the device. The goblin screeches mid-air, arms outstretched. Your fingers close around the phone at the same time. You roll, twist, pull. It yanks free from their grip just as the second goblin lunges. You scramble to your feet, kicking aside a jar of marbles and something that might have been soup.
Hurry! Get them!
You don't wait. You run, back into the trees. Branches slap your arms, your legs. The bite mark on your forearm burns again. But you've got it, your phone, warm and real in your hand. Behind you, goblin feet pound the forest floor, yelping and snarling, but fading.
No, no.
You don't look back, but instead, you look down at your phone, thumb trembling as you tap the screen. The map flicks to life. Just barely, a blue dot pulses. You're still in the wood, but the trail is visible now, a way out. Careful of branches and thorns, you dash towards salvation. You burst through a curtain of vines and find yourself in a clearing. The forest is calm here, the sun, impossibly, still low. You slow to a walk, breathing hard but steady, your heart pounding like a drum. You check your phone, a low battery warning on the screen. You take a brief moment to settle your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. You double check. North. Yes, that way. Breathing in and out. You start moving. Not frantic, steady. Each step carries you closer to the edge of the forest. The trees grow thinner, the air lighter. It's quiet again, almost peaceful, almost like it never happened. On your arm, just above the wrist, the skin where the goblin bit you, the skin where you feel an occasional burning pulse, has begun to shift. The color subtle at first, a faint green spreading outward, the texture roughening, beginning to form, spreading out from the bite. You don't notice. Not yet. You walk on, phone in hand, breath calm, eyes forward. Glinting eyes, narrow, glinting eyes. And somewhere, deep in the wood, 2 goblins grin. Thank you for being here. That was Into the Wood. I know this was a little weird. It was weird to make, but I loved making it for you. And I hope, in some way, you loved being a part of it. Maybe you found a stillness. Maybe you enjoyed the story. Maybe you just liked resting for 30 minutes. Whatever brought you here, I'm really glad you came. Thanks for showing up, for breathing, and for committing to the experience. Take your time coming back. There's no rush. The world will still be there when you're ready. And if you do notice your skin starting to turn green, maybe keep that to yourself.